Hello everyone! Today's date is Wednesday, April 27th, 2022. I am Micah Dewey, and this is your True North Minute. Today's top story involves the Canadian standard for healthy fast food choices, Freshii, going full late-stage capitalism. The Ontario-based restaurant chain has over 330 locations throughout North America, and has been recently experimenting with replacing real in-store cashiers with video-linked cashiers. Freshii, the name that these video-linked cashiers are called, because why do their real names actually matter, are actually not from Canada, but instead from Nicaragua, where minimum wage is $3.75 an hour compared to Ontario's $15.50. If these actions are allowed to stand, and there is some disagreement whether this is technically legal or not, but if it does stand, employers will now have a loophole where they can replace every front-facing cashier with an outsourced one. Freshii, like many other fast food restaurants, has used the pandemic to its own advantage, to reduce wages, to fire workers, and then to outsource them and never have these jobs come back. Automation is coming, but it's not quite there yet for mass adoption in the restaurant industry. So instead of opting for subpar automation, these employers have chosen to instead reduce their wages of their employees by up to 75% just to save costs. As for what the rationale is behind replacing Canadian workers with foreign ones at 24% of the cost, well, I just explained in that one sentence. Freshii effectively reduced the labor cost for cashiers by 76% by outsourcing those jobs. This is combined with the fact that their stock on the TSX has been faring relatively poorly in the last year or so. This honestly just seems like a last-ditch attempt to save a company from financial catastrophe. However, if you cannot afford to give your workers a minimum wage that is a living wage, you do not deserve to be in business. Until businesses can eliminate human interaction entirely through automation or AI, labor standards and employment standards have to matter. If the store is in Ontario, which in this case they are, they must follow the Ontario Employment Standards Act, and there are no exemptions for restaurant workers. If the store refuses to follow the Employment Standards Act, then it is in breach of the Act and therefore is subject to penalties and fines. If you live in Ontario, I'm calling on you to contact your MPP and ask them to investigate Freshii for Employment Standards Act violations. If we don't stand up against this abuse of our fellow Canadians and our fellow workers, then we have nowhere to stand at all. Thank you for watching the video. Please leave a like and a comment. And if you really enjoyed the content, subscribe to the channel. You can also check me out on my socials listed on the end card. And until tomorrow, folks, have a fantastic day, eh?